Hi folks, I thought I'd show one more game of Strat-O-Matic baseball in case people are interested in this game and want to buy it. We are here in the first inning. I am playing the 1972 New York Mets and the 1972 Chicago Cubs. They are meeting in a best of 7, and the winner is going to advance in my little tournament. So we have Jon Matlack on the mound for the Mets against Fergie Jenkins. So the way you play Strat-O-Matic, you just roll the 2 dice and you take a look at the red die. And with the red die, you're going to compare the pitcher and the batter. So Buddy Harrelson is a switch. He's going to be batting left against Jenkins. If the red die is a 1, 2, or 3, we're going to go to Harrelson's card. If it is a 4, 5, 6, we're going to go to Fergie Jenkins' card. So this is a 4, so we're going to go to Fergie Jenkins' card, and we're going to look at a 4, 6. So 4, 6 is a single 1 to 12. Take a look at our die. It is a 9, so it is going to be a single for Harrelson, who will lead it off, and the Mets have a guy on base. Now, someone asked about stealing, so I'll just explain it again. What you do with stealing, you take a look at the pitcher's hold rating. He is a +1, and the catcher, and for the Cubs, the catcher Hundley is a -2. So you combine them. So Jenkins is going to be a -1 when you combine those two numbers. And then you take a look at Bud Harrelson. I'm going to roll these 2 dice if I want to steal. The star numbers means he has to be held, and if I want to try and get a jump. So I have to roll a 4 to 5 for him to get a jump and use that first number in the bracket. So I'm going to take that number 17. The Cubs are going to hold them, so you're going to subtract 2 for holding them, and you're going to subtract 1 for Jenkins. So I'm going to subtract 3 from there. So that is going to be 1 to 14. He's going to be able to steal. So I think I'm going to try. And so Harrelson needs a 4 or 5 to get a jump, and he rolls a 7, so he doesn't get a jump. So then we go to the second number. I can still steal, but it's going to be 1 to 11. Now this time it's going to be -4 for being held, and -1 for Jenkins, -5. So it's 1 to 6 if he wants to go. So I'm not going to send him. And up next is Eddie Kranepool. So we roll a 3, 6. For this die, we're looking for a 1 for a wild pitch, 2 for a possible balk or pass ball. So that's not a 1 or 2, so we'll get that out of the way. And we have a 3, 6. So it's going to go to Kranepool's card against the righty. 3, 6, ground ball, first base A. A is a double play ball. B is a forced play, and C, the runner's advance. There's a chart here that comes with Strat-O-Matic that will tell you. So double play for an A, B is a force, C, everybody advances 1. So unfortunately, Kranepool is going to hit into a 4, 6, 3 double play, and that is all for the Mets. They've got 2 down, and it is going to bring up Rusty Staub. 3, 7 for Staub against the righty. He's going to fly out to center field, and that is all for the New York Mets. So no runs, no hits for the 72 Mets, and it brings up Jose Cardinal for the Cubs against Jon Matlack, and we have a 5, 7. So we're going to Matlack's card. Cardinal's a right-hander. A 7 is going to be 1 is a triple, 2 to 12 is a single. You can see with their die, we rolled an 8, so Cardinal leads it off with a single, and he's on. Matlack is a 0. Duffy Dyer is a -2, so they're a -2 modifier. So Cardinal, and they're going to hold them, so -2 for holding, -2 for Matlack and Dyer. So now it's 1 to 11 if Cardinal wants to steal, and that's only if he gets the jump. It's worse if he doesn't get it. I don't think I will, and we're going to have Kessinger come up, and he's going to hit away. And we have a 3, number 5. Again, looking for a 1, 2 here. If it's not there, I'm going to take it away. 3, 5 is a ground ball to the pitcher B, so pitcher throws to second base, and Cardinal is out. Kessinger is now on first base. He's looking to steal. We got -2 for Matlack, -2 for holding. So he's down to a 1 to 11. Santos just going to hit away. We have a 6-3. So 6 Going to the pitcher's card, 3 is a triangle. And for a triangle in the advanced game, you take a look and you see what the field is like in Chicago. And for the Cubbies, single is 1 to 16 for a lefty, 1 to 13 for a righty. If it's a home run, they're both 1 to 19. So Wrigley Field, great for home runs back then. So Santo is a righty. It's going to be 1 to 13 for a single. So we're going to roll the 20-sided die. And I roll a 4, so that is going to be a base hit. So the Cubbies have guys on first and second. They go after Matlack hard in that first inning, and it brings up Billy Williams. Williams is up. It's a 1-4 against the lefty, and it is going to be, we check this die, it's not a 1 or a 2. It is a home run. Billy Williams takes John Matlack deep over the right field wall, and right off the bat, the Cubbies take a 3-0 lead in a game the Mets have to win. The Mets are down 3-1 in this series, and John Matlack was supposed to get him back in. Doesn't look like he is. 3, number 6, it is a walk to Hickman. Oh, man. So the Cubs are all over Matlack here early in the first. We're going to bring up Rick Monday. And we have a 5, number 7. We have a 1. So 1 means we got to roll for a wild pitch. And Matlack is a 6 on the wild pitch. So when we roll, it is an 11. So no wild pitch. And we got to re-roll all the dice. Rick Monday is up again. This is not a 1 or a 2. A 1-8 is going to be, lefty 1-8 is going to be a strikeout. So Rick Monday is going to strike out. We now have 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. 3-0 Cubbies. Glenn Becker, who homered last game, is up 6-2. We're going to go to Matlack's card. 6-2 is a fly ball to a left field X. So we're going to check the left fielder. I'm not going to I am going to re-roll this. Oh, sorry. I need to check this. So it is going to be... you check the 6, a possible pass ball. So ignore that last result. You always check for a 1-2. So possible pass ball. Duffy Dyer, his PBB is a 0. So there is no pass ball. We got to re-roll all the dice again. We got a 2, number 5. And that is going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. That is all for the Chicago Cubs. But they score 3 runs on 3 hits, and the Cubbies take an early 3-0 lead as we go to the second inning. Fergie Jenkins trying to win the series for the Cubs, have them advance. Tommy Agee is up next. We have a 5-9. Going to go to Fergie's card. 5-9 is a fly out to right field. 1 gone. I can't knock that 1 dice over. Next up is John Milner for the Mets. Here's the roll, a 3-10. 3-10 is a fly out to center field. There is 2 gone for the New York Mets. We're going to bring up Wayne Garrett as the next batter. And a 4-4, so you're going to go to the pitcher's card. 4, number 4, ground ball, third base X. So it's going to be a field rating. So Jenkins' third baseman is Santo, who's a 3E26. So I'm going to use this because I haven't used it yet. That's a 20. So 3E26. I roll these dice and I add them all up. So third base, E26. You find it on the chart. And he's a 3. So for 3, I check the range, which is a 20. It's a G1. This is 7, 8, 9. And for E26, I go across looking for a 9. There is none. The result is a G1, which is going to be a ground out. So it is going to be a ground out to Santo, and that is no runs, no hits here for the New York Mets. And it's going to bring up Randy Hundley. Hundley's the batter. We have a 2-3. He is against the lefty. He's going to pop up to short. So Hundley is going to pop up. It brings up Fergie Jenkins. Fergie Jenkins is a pitcher card, is a 3 with normal power. So I've got a pitcher card number 3 for him. Here comes the pitch. A 3-6 against the lefty is going to be a strikeout. And Jenkins will strike out. And it brings up Jose Cardenal. Cardenal is a 6-10. We're going to go to Matlack's card. 6-10 fly out to center field. Center field for the Mets is Tommy Agee, 2E16. We're going to save that 6 since we haven't used it. And 2, E16, we go to center field, E16, a 2, number 6, F2. 16 is a 10 plus, we add these together, so that's 13. And it is not an error, so it's just going to be a fly ball to center field. And Cardinal will go out, no runs, no hits. We've played 2 innings so far here in Chicago. 1972 Cubs against the 1972, so I can put that down, Mets. Game 5, Cubs are up 3-0. 3-9 is going to be a strikeout. So Duffy Dyer strikes out. 1 gone. Ken Boswell's our next batter. 5, number 5. So you're going to go to Jenkins' card because it's a 5. And 5, number 5 is a ground ball to the shortstop. So we've got to check a field rating. Jenkins' shortstop is Kessinger, who's a 2E30. So I'm going to keep that 3 there. So 2E30 for the shortstop. And we have a 2 and a 3 is going to be a G3. And we have an 8. There's nothing there. It's going to be a ground out to the shortstop. So Boswell will ground out. There is now 2 gone for the New York Mets here in the 3rd inning. Brings up Matlack. He's a lefty with weak power. 5, number 9. So we're going to go to Jenkins' card. 5-9, fly out to left field. That is all for the New York Mets. 9 up, 9 down. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. And Don Kessinger's up first against Matlack. 4, number 6. We got to go to the pitcher card. He's going to be a righty. He's going to ground out to 3rd base. There's 1 gone. So Kessinger will ground out. Brings up Ron Santo. Santos the batter. I like to roll all 3 dice so that I don't have to re-roll later on. I guess it takes away some of the drama, but kind of what I'm used to. 6 means we're going to Matlack's card, number 6. It is going to be a double 1 to 5, single 6 to 20. It is an 8, so it is going to be a single. So Ron Santo is 2 for 2. He singled in the 3rd inning, and Williams hit a home run first time up. Here comes Billy Williams against Matlack. 6, number 5. We're going to go to Matlack's card this time. And we're checking for wild pitch or pass ball. I'm not going to get it. 6-5, a triple 1 to 12. There's the roll. It is a 16. It is going to be a double in the gap. And we're going to see if Santo scores. And what you do is when Santo gets to 3rd base and they don't have anything on the card, it's wide open, the ball goes to the center fielder. So Tommy Agee is a -2. We take that off of Santo's run rating. So Santo's run rating is a 10, -2 be 1 to 8. I don't think we're going to send him. Santo's kind of slow. We're going to hold him up. Guys on 2nd and 3rd, do I take Matlack out? Man, he's their ace. Matlack was 15-10, a 2.32 ERA and 32 starts. Got to keep him in. He's got to come around. Hickman's the batter. Infield is going to be in for this play. 1, number 7, and it is going to be a walk to Hickman. Bases are now loaded for the Chicago Cubs. And it brings up Rick Monday. So lefty-lefty matchup. We're going to have the infield back looking for the double play. Here comes the pitch. It is a 5, number 3. So we're going to the lefty. It's going to be a ground ball to Matlack. He is an E6. So for pitchers, you go to the pitcher card. And you always go 2 for the range, E6. So we're going to re-roll all the dice. This was used for the wild pitch count. So 2E6, we have a range of 5. 2, number 5, it's a G3. And 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we got an error. So G3 error. It is going to be error. Runner goes to 1st base. Everybody advances. So Matlack makes an error on the ground ball. That will score a run, the 4th of the game for the Cubbies. And man, oh man, brings up Beckert. They needed Monday. That was a great matchup. Oh man, the bullpen is horrendous. Do I bring in somebody else? We're going to give him one more batter. See if he can get out of this inning. Beckert against Matlack. We need a double play. 5, number 3. That doesn't look good. Ground ball to the pitcher again. And he's a 2E6. Let's see what we get here. So 14 on the fielder die. So 2, number 14. It's a G1. Could be a double play. E6 on the pitcher. And we got a 10, 11. There's nothing going. G1 is going to be a double play with bases loaded. 4-3 double play. So Matlack gets out of the inning. And the Cubbies score 1 run on 2 hits. And after 3 innings, it is now 4-0. Beckert grounds into a double play. Matlack gets out, but he is on a short leash. First batter is going to be Buddy Harrelson, and we have a 4, number 4, and it is going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. That's going to be Santo. He's a 3E26. We'll leave the 1. That's not good. The lower, the better for the batter. So 3E26. It is going to be a single, and 10-12, no errors. So it's a base hit. Lashed in the middle for Bud Harrelson. He's on. They're down 4-0. They're going to hold him. Jenkins is going to be a -1. And when you hold them, you add -2. So 1-14. I think we're going to try and send them just to show you how to do it. So I'm looking for 4 and 5 to get a jump. And he does not get the jump. So he's not going to go. Brings up Ed Cranepool, 1, number 6. Cranepool is going to ground out to first base. It is going to be a double play. So 1-6, 1-6-3. That's the second time Cranepool has ground into a double play with Harrelson on first. Brings up Rusty Staub, 6, number 8. And Staub is going to strike out. That is all for the New York Mets here in the 4th. It doesn't look good for New York. And 6, number 4, Randy Hundley is going to fly out to left field. There's 1 gone. Next batter is Fergie Jenkins. Jenkins is a 3, number 4. He's going to strike out. There's 2 gone. So Matlack's starting to get in a bit of a groove here. Jose Cardinal, 4, number 8. It is going to be a ground ball to third base. So Matlack has a 1-2-3 innings, no runs, no hits for the Cubbies. We're going to the 5th. Chicago's up 4-0. Tommy Agye's up first. 3, number 5. He's going to double to left field. Agee gets things going. Maybe the Mets can start putting some runs on the board. So Tommy's on second base of the double. John Milner's up next. 3, number 12. It is going to be a walk. So the Mets getting things going here. Guys on first and second. Wayne Garrett's up. Could New York make a big comeback here? 6, number 10. Take that away. It's not a 1 or a 2. So 6-10 is going to be a ground ball single. What is it like in Chicago? I think we said it was 1-16. Yes, it is. 1-16 is a single. It is a 4. So that is going to be a base hit. The New York Mets have guys on first, second, and third bases loaded here in the 5th. Duffy Dyer comes up for number 6. This is going to go to the pitcher's card. 4-6, double 1-11. So this was not a wild pitch. So 1-11, Duffy Dyer hits one in the gap. It is a 19. So 4, number 6 is going to be a fly ball left field B, which is going to be a sac fly that will get in a run. So an RBI for Duffy Dyer. That will score Tommy Agee and is now 4-1 for the Chicago Cubs. Ken Boswell's up next. We have a 4, number 8. And a 4-8 is going to be a strikeout. So Boswell will strike out. We now have 2 out. Do we bring in a pinch hitter for Matlack? He's not throwing well. Matlack does not hit very well. Do we bring in Kuzman? I think yeah, you know what? I think we're going to do it. Who are we going to bring in to pinch hit? I think we're going to bring... Dave Marshall is not a good clutch hitter. If you take a look at his card, These horseshoe symbols mean if there's a guy on second with 2 out, they do the opposite. So that would be an out rather than a single. The other batters they have I'm looking at is Willie Mays. But again, Willie Mays is not good in the clutch. It's an 8 would be an out. Fregosi, a 9 is an out. We are, you know what? They're down. They got to win this game or they're finished. So Jon Matlack is done. His evening is over. We're going to the bullpen. Marshall is going to pinch hit against Fergie Jenkins here in the 5th. Matlack does not last long. 5 innings. He's given up 4 runs. Here comes Marshall. We have a 1, number 3. It's coming to his card. It is going to be a triangle. And the triangle is going to read, I think it's 1 to 16 is a single. And it is a 13. He lashes one in the gap, but it's only 1 star on the board. So he can only go 1 base. If it had 2 stars, he could go 2 bases. 1 star means 1 base. So the bases remain, they are now loaded for Buddy Harrelson to go to the top of the lineup. Fergie Jenkins struggling a little bit here in this inning. Here comes the pitch. It is a 2, number 6, right-handed pitcher, single 1 to 4. So that is not going to do it because that was for the wild pitch and balk. So we need a 1 to 4 for a single. It is a 9, so it is not going to do it. Harrelson is going to line out to second base. That is all for New York, but they do score 1 run on 3 hits. And I think we're going to bring in Jerry Koosman. He's coming into relief, and he is going to come in for Matlack. So Matlack is done. Bring in Koosman here. Jon Matlack went 4 innings. He gave up 5 hits. He gave up 4 runs. 3 were earned. Strikeouts and walks. He had 1-1, 1-2, 2-2. He had 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. He did give up a home run. So Koosman is in. So Koosman is a +3 for holding. Dyer's a -2, so Koosman overall would be a +1. So Cubs can steal on him if they want. Leading off, Don Kessinger for the Chicago Cubs. We have a 5-4. Right away, we're going to Koosman's card. Fly ball, center field. It's going to be Tommy Agee. We're going to keep that as a 4. Agee's a 2, E16. So we're going to go to the fielding chart. And flip it over to the outfield, 2 E16. A 2 is a single, so it's a 4. That will be an F1, and 12, 14. It is a 2-base error. So that one goes in the gap. Tommy Agee does not handle that very well, and into second base goes Don Kessinger. Koosman not happy, comes in, bad luck right off the bat. Now he's going to see Santo and Williams. So 6, number 10 is going to be a strikeout. So Koosman strikes out Santo, brings up Billy Williams with a guy on second base. Here comes the pitch, a 1, number 7 against a lefty. This is going to be 1 to 11 is a double, 12 to 20 is a single. Williams having a hot day. It's a single with 2 stars. That will drive in a run, the 4th RBI for Billy Williams, and Chicago takes a 5-1 lead. He will drive in Kessinger from second, and it brings up Hickman. Hickman is a 3-7. That is going to be a ground ball, second base. That is going to be a double play. 4-6, 4-6-3, 1 run, 1 hit for the Chicago Cubs. We're going to the 6th inning, and the New York Mets are down 5-1 in Game 5. They're down in the series 3-1. They have to win. Cranepool 6-10 against Jenkins. We're going over to check in for a single, 1 to 16. Oh my gosh. It is a 17, so he's going to line out to second base. No dice luck for these New York Mets. 1 gone. Rusty Staub is up. We have a 3, number 9. He's going to fly out to left field. And there's 2 gone as Rusty Staub will fly out. Brings up Tommy Agee. 5, number 9. We're going to go to Fergie Jenkins card. 5, number 9 is going to be a fly out to right field. That is all for the New York Mets here in the 6th. No runs, no hits. Agee will fly out. We're going to the bottom of the inning. Rick Monday is coming to bat for the Cubbies. 1, number 10 against the lefty. He's going to ground out to second base. There's 1 gone. Next batter, Glenn Beckert. 1, number 7. He is going to ground out to the pitcher. So Kuzman coming in, doing a good job. And everybody else brings up Randy Hundley's our next batter. 3, number 3. That is going to be a ground out to first base plus an injury. He's going to ground out to first base. Now the injury chart, I think I'm just going to go with the chart here. So we roll the 9 on the 20-sided die. Batter's injured for 2 games only. So Hundley is going to have to leave this ball game. He gets injured for the Chicago Cubs. Their backup catcher is J.C. Martin. No, it's going to be Ken Rudolph. So Rudolph is going to come in. No runs, no hits for the Cubbies. So Rudolph will come in for Hundley. He is a 0, and Jenkins is a +1. So Jenkins now turns into a +1 for holding players. And Milner's up as we go to the 7th inning. And let's see if the Mets can get something on the board here. 2, number 5, Milner is going to strike out to lead off the inning. There is 1 gone for the Mets. Wayne Garrett is up next for New York. And we have a 2, number 8, and that is going to fly out to center field. There's 2 gone. Duffy Dyer is the next batter for the New York Mets here in the 7th. We have a 3, number 8, 3-8, grounds out to short, 1, 2, 3. Jenkins making quick work of the Cubs, go to the bottom of the inning, and this is Kuzman's 3rd inning, so we got to start tracking his relief, his fatigue. Once he gets to 4, he is done, or you get 3 in 1 inning. So batting first is Jenkins, should be an easy one. 2, number 7 against the lefty, he is going to strike out. So Jenkins strikes out. There's 1 gone. Brings up Jose Cardinal. We have a 2, number 4. 2-4 is going to be a walk for Jose Cardinal. So Cardinal is on. He can steal. Kuzman is a +1. They're going to hold him, which is a -2. So it's just a -1. So 1 to 14, Cardinal can steal, and we're going to send him. So 2 to 6 and 9, he is going to get the jump. And he gets the jump. So now we're going to make a play at second base. So he gets the jump. And it is going to be 1 to 14. He's safe. And if we roll a 1, 2, 3, we check for an error on the catcher. 1 to 14. Oh, it's a 15. They gun him out at second base. Well, I wanted to show you how to steal. Somebody asked. And probably a stupid move with a big lead. There's 2 gone for the Cubbies. 6, number 4, Kessinger is going to be a righty. Ground ball to the shortstop. We're going to keep the 13 there. Shortstop is Harrelson, 2E23. So put that down. So 2, and we read the 13 on here. E23 for the shortstop. We add up the dice. 6 and 1 and 2. It's going to be 9. So we look for a 9. Nothing there. It's a G1, which is a ground ball. And that is it for the New York, for the Chicago Cubs. Kessinger's going to ground out. We are going to the 8th inning. It is 5-1 Chicago. They're in command. Boswell's going to lead it off. It's a 1-4, and he will walk. So they get a guy on for the Mets, and it's going to bring up, I think we're going to have Jim Fregosi. Yeah, Fregosi's going to come in and pinch hit for Kuzman. So Kuzman is done. He will leave the ball game. So it's a walk to Boswell, and our pinch hitter is going to be Fregosi. He's going to come in to pinch hit. Kuzman goes 3 innings. Gives up 1 run, but it was on an error, and strikeouts 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a hit. So he did a pretty good job. And here comes Jenkins against Jim Fregosi. Boswell's not going to be held. And number 9 is going to go to Fergie Jenkins' card. And 5-9 is going to be a fly out to right field B. So Fregosi's going to fly out to right field, 1 gone. Fregosi will leave the ball game. And we'll have to bring in a pitcher, probably Tug McGraw. They want to keep it close. He's their closer. Buddy Harrelson is up next. We have a number 7. So we're going to go pitcher's card. That was a 7. 5-7, ground ball, second base, X. So second baseman is Beckert, 3E22. We got to roll them all this time. And so 3, number 13 on that die. And E22. So the dice add up to 6, 8. Nothing going there. It is a G2. And a G2 with a runner on first is a forced play. So it is going to be 4-6 to get Boswell. Harrelson is on a fielder's choice. And do you want to send him? Jenkins is a +1. 1-16. Yeah, he's going to see if he can get a jump. 4 and 5. Harrelson's going. Does not get a jump. -3 off the second number. Not good enough. Cranepool is up. Number 11. Cranepool is going to line out to second base. That is all for the New York Mets. No runs, no hits. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Coming into pitch for the Mets is going to be Tug McGraw. They're down in the game, but this could be their last game, and then they're out of it. In this best of 7, Santo will lead off against McGraw. Number 2. It is going to be a ground ball to second base, X. So we're going to keep the 14. And second base is going to be a 3E22. So 3E22. 314 is a G2. We got 5 and 6 is 11. Nothing doing there. It is going to be a ground out. So Santo will lead off with a ground out. 1 down for the Cubbies. It brings up Billy Williams, who's had the hot stick all night long against the ace reliever. We got a 4-12 against the lefty. Ground ball, first base, X. We'll keep the 17. First base is Cranepool, 3E5. So let's see how this one plays out. 3E5. So 3, number 17 is a G1. E5, number 1 is a rare play, RP. So G1, rare play, reads, there's a runner on first. There is no runner on first. So with no runner on first, the grounder grounds out with the runners holding. So it is simply going to be a ground out. If it was, there was a runner on first, the batter hits a ground ball to the fielder who starts a double play. The runner on first breaks up the double play, but the umpire rules interference. It goes into the book as a double play. So they do have rare plays that come up once in a while in Strat-O-Matic. That is 2 gone. Williams is done and brings up Jim Hickman against Tug McGraw for number 10. And 4-10 is going to be checked for a single. We have 1-11 and 1-13 is a single. So Hickman is going to line one over the shortstop in the left field. And the Cubbies got a guy on. The Cubbies been hitting very well. Rick Monday going to keep him in for defense for number 11. But oh my, Tug McGraw walks Rick Monday. Can't be doing that on a lefty-lefty matchup. We now have guys on first and second. McGraw is hoping for a quick 1-2-3, but he's run into some problems here. Brings up Glenn Beckert. Guys on first and second, 2 out, clutch situation. 3, number 10. So 3-10. Now it normally would be a single, but because it is a clutch situation, there's 2 out with a runner in scoring position. That horseshoe changed that single into a out. So he will fly out to left field. No runs, a base hit. We're going to the 9th. We bring in Acker for the save. Jenkins is going to try and finish it off himself. He's got the 3-4-5. Not going to be easy. Leading off, Rusty Staub, Legrand Orange, Ground ball, second base. Rusty Staub is 0 for 4. He is the first one down. Here in the ninth, 5-1. Tommy Agee coming up to bat. 5, number 7. We're going to go to Jenkins' card. Ground ball, second base. We'll keep the 18. Second base is Beckert. He's a 3, E22. So 3, number 18. E22. And we have 10, 16. And nothing happening there. It is just a simple ground out. And that is all. There's 2 gone. It is all coming down to John Milner trying to keep the Mets in this series. 3, number 7. And he is going to strike out. That is it, folks. The New York Mets don't show much punch in this one. They're going to lose this one by the score of 5-1 to the Chicago Cubs. Cubbies had 5, 6, 7 hits, not very many. New York won 4 hits, 3 in 1 inning, and the rest they got mowed down by Ferguson Jenkins. So that is Strat-O-Matic baseball. Hopefully you got to see how to steal and how to work clutch and fielding. Pretty fun baseball game, and you can find it at strat-o-matic.com. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.